making your voices heard, I'm going to hand it over to Lisa, who will have a few words to say. Very short words because I get a little nervous talking in front of people. But thank you again, like we said, for coming out here. It means so much to everyone, to women, men, to everyone. The majority of us oppose this Rush Supreme Court nominee and the GOP's agenda behind it. According to Forbes, a historic number of 22 million ballots have already been cast. The Supreme Court. So that just shows you there. The Supreme Court must be stopped, and we need to keep showing up to the voting polls or mailing them in, however you're doing it, and be loud, make changes. Showing up in numbers makes waves, and Trump is losing, and the Grand Old Party knows that. So thank you for showing up. We were supposed to have a nice special guest appearance from Susan May Anthony herself, but she sent me a text message, not feeling well. She's not going to come out today, so sorry. That was our special guest, but we do have Jen Lunsford here, and she is a mother, a lawyer, and a community activist running for the New York Assembly District of 135, which is my district. And I actually met her through a Democratic Zoom meeting is what I found her on, and she's very funny. And I liked a lot what she said. She's very smart, and so I've been following her campaign, and I'm just very thankful that she is going to come out and speak with us.
The D-mask here.
I know I cut my mask.
Yeah, it's hard. All right, so this one. I literally popped the batteries out of it. Fantastic. It's okay, right?
Yeah. Just need to pop right in.
I just talk right into it.
Is it on?
I don't think it. You got me? Classic, by the way. So thank you so much for being here today. It's a beautiful fall day. And as you all know, we have an election coming up. The Women's March has a special place in my heart because it was roughly 4 years ago that I brought my then 3-month-old son to his first political rally. And it was in Washington Square Park, and it was the January Women's March. That proved to be one of the first rallies of many that we had in Washington Square Park. And it was, in many ways, the beginning of my journey here. Because I attended that rally both as a woman and an activist, but also as the New York State representative of an organization that grew out of the 2016 election called Lawyers for Good Government. That organization was designed to activate lawyers across the country to help combat the trials and tribulations we knew would come from a Trump administration. And it continues today, sending lawyers across the border to help people filing for asylum, putting poll watchers in every county across the country. And I had the great pleasure of speaking at many rallies as the representative for that group. And it was through those speaking engagements and through meeting so many activists that were brought to the movement by 2016 that I was able to run for office. The average woman needs to be asked to run 7 times. I had to be asked to run like 70 times because I had a 15-month-old son and a full legal practice. And it took another woman, another mom, telling me I could. And that person was Jamie Romeo. Jamie Romeo is our county clerk. She is running again. Please vote for Jamie as well. She'll be down there at the bottom of your ballot. Vote Roe all the way down. But when we talk about getting more women to run for office, that's what you need to do. We don't need to have open calls. If you're interested, come tell us, because women don't do that. We don't step up and say, yes, me. We need to be dragged in and told, no, you do it. And then we need to empower them by lifting them up, by giving them boots on the ground and money and time, and being there with them from the beginning to the end to show them that we support them. And that's what I will do. I am running for the New York State Assembly. Our state legislature is more important now than ever, because no matter what happens in Washington, no matter how they try to limit our freedoms, here in New York State, we have a democratically controlled legislature that will stand up for a woman's right to choose. That will make sure our schools are fully funded. That will address the child care crisis that is killing working families right now. And I will be your voice. And I will take the power that Jamie helped me build, that Kate McCardle, that Sarah Timmerman, that so many of you helped me build. And I will turn around and lift up women behind me to build a bench, to make sure that we are protected up and down from the town board to the White House. This election that I'm in is very close. I am running against a Republican who voted against the Reproductive Health Act, which codified Roe v. Wade at the state level. He voted against the Comprehensive Contraceptive Coverage Act, which makes sure that no matter what happens to the Affordable Care Act, birth control remains free in New York State. He said to me on the radio a couple weeks ago that he didn't know why we gave the HPV vaccine to 9 and 10-year-olds because they weren't sexually active. And then he told me he had a degree in biology. So I explained to him how vaccines work and how you have to have them before you are exposed. So if we want someone who understands basic science, who protects a woman's right to choose, and who will make sure that your voice is heard at the bargaining table, we need to elect me. As of this weekend, the 135th Assembly District is the #1 pickup target for the Albany Democrats in the entire state of New York. I need your help handing out lit, making phone calls, and helping not just me, but everyone on the ballot, because a rising tide lifts all boats. We need to pick up seats from the White House to the town board. So will you join me in fighting to make sure that we elect people who care about you, who will protect you, and will never let their voices be silent? All right, so we're standing here with my good friends, Susan B. Anthony, and Frederick Douglass. So I'm going to say, vote said the lady with the alligator purse, right? All right, join me. Thank you all so much.
Thank you so much, Jen.
That was great. Thanks, Jen.
All right, everyone, we are going to start lining up. We will be leading it. We're going to start right over there, and then we're going to be marching all the way down there. We're going to be going to City Hall. So we're going to do it now.
Should I just meet her down at City Hall?
Where's the water meter?
Okay, maybe that's what I'll do.
Yeah. It's
I don't
actually
think
what
she's
I
gonna
would
have
do.
time to
Yeah.
talk to me. Okay. I know I came a little late.
At City Hall, we do have
circles around them. I'm like, I probably should.
Sarah Timmerman and I don't want to mess up your name. Sharon? Yes. We have all of them that will be speaking and meeting us at City Hall, along with the names that I read off
I got here early and I just
And also we
I just
have
watched her
bottled
car.
water
This is
here. If anyone is needs a bottled water while
we'll
we're
get you
walking,
here.
we brought some. So if you want to come over here and grab some. some, you're more than welcome to. There's stickers and signs, so
stickers.
good luck and thank you all again for coming and doing this and supporting. We really appreciate it.
Colleen, are you driving?
Some people will be driving. Colleen, one of our hosts, is driving, so if you want to follow behind, if you don't think you can make the full walk and you do want to be in City Hall, we would love for you to follow behind with us.
Thank you.